Hi, it's Walter Burns from Keller Williams City Life Realty and livingonthehudson.com. Wanted to give everyone a quick tour of the downtown Jersey City waterfront area and review the various waterfront condominium options that are currently in the market. Basically, downtown Jersey City here is located across from Manhattan. It's more so across from the Wall Street area, lower Manhattan. To the north, we have Hoboken, and to the south is Liberty State Park. West of downtown Jersey City is the Journal Square area. Jersey City is a very large city. There's about 6 different sections. You have the downtown market, Jersey City Heights, which is located west of Hoboken, Journal Square. You have Bergen Lafayette section, which is over here west of Liberty State Park. You have the Greenville section, the West Bergen section, and just south of that is Bayonne. So it is a large area. But right now we're focusing in the downtown Jersey City area. Downtown Jersey City area is basically the area that's south of the Holland Tunnel all the way to Liberty State Park. And it goes just west, just about to the 78 overpass here, the Route 78 overpass. Basically, west of 78 is Journal Square, and then east of 78 is the downtown area. So this is the downtown Jersey City area. Right now, we're just going to be discussing the waterfront area. So on the waterfront, you have a mixture of properties. You have commercial buildings, commercial office space. As you have residential rental buildings that are exclusive residential rental buildings, and there are a lot of them where you can only rent. And then there are condominium options where you can purchase. You can also rent in a condominium building if an owner has their unit available for rent, but you'll be renting from an individual owner, not a management office that manages the whole building for one landlord. And I'll review those with you as we tour the waterfront. So let's start on the south side. So starting south, over here you have the Liberty State Park. Really, downtown Jersey City, the southernmost point here is the Paulus Hook section here, Exchange Place, along the waterfront. You do have the Liberty State Park Marina, and there are some condominiums over here, which I'll review as well. But let's start here on the riverfront. On the riverfront, you have Goldman Sachs Tower. This is a commercial office building. Just north, you have 2 lots that are going to be developed into residential rental towers. And that's going to be coming in like probably around 2023, 2024, 2025. They'll start probably breaking ground on these. So you have 2 residential exclusive rental buildings that will be built on these lots. Really the next or the closest waterfront building on the riverfront is 77 Hudson Street. So 77 Hudson is right here. It was built around 2006, 2007 by K.F. Nanian. It's around 443 units. And they are located 1 block off the waterfront. They do have New York City views. The layouts there are studios to over 3-bedroom layouts, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom. There are some very large units over 2,000 square feet. But basically the units, when they build these 2 lots, the unit layouts that will have the protected views in New York will be the northeast side here, looking towards New York. So the east and northeast side are all protected because along the waterfront here, you have these commercial office buildings. So all of this is existing and commercial office space that is currently occupied. The next condominium tower here is the large one, 99 Hudson Street, which is currently the largest residential building on the skyline. And it's around 700 plus condominium units, studio, 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom layouts. There are a few penthouses here at the top, which can become 3 bedrooms if you were to build them out as that. But majority of the building are 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom layouts. And there's over 700 units in the building. Basically, these have spectacular views, as you can imagine. Basically, going up and down the river, you could see. I've been near the top. You could see to the George Washington Bridge to the north, all the way almost to like Sandy Hook, past the Verrazano Bridge to the south. So it's pretty spectacular. So you have this building here. I did miss a building as I was talking. I missed it over here. On this side, just south of Goldman Sachs here, you have Liberty Terrace. And Liberty Terrace is a small boutique condominium building. There's a little over 100 units. It was built around 2006. And this property has really nice views of the Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island facing south. If you're on the south side, you're very nice views of the bay and the waterfront area near the Statue of Liberty. So you have 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, and a few 3 bedroom layouts in this building as well. And I'll link down below these various buildings and the price ranges and the availability, so you can check those out if it's something you're interested in. 2 bedrooms here, like right now, about 1.5, 1.6 and up if you're on the south side. If you're on the west side here, probably around a little over $1 million. 3 bedrooms would probably be almost $2 million plus, just because there's not a lot of them in the building. So let me just scoot around here, and I'll go back to where I was. So you have Liberty Terrace, 77 Hudson, and 99 Hudson. As we move a little further north here along the waterfront, again, you have the Hyatt Regency hotels here. You have another office space. Again, more office. Here's the Hyatt. This building here is called the Pier. It's a residential rental building. You can only rent there. It does have very nice views, but it's only you can only rent at the Pier. Moving a little further north here, the next condominium building that's along the waterfront is Crystal Pointe, which is right here. This is another office building, commercial office space. But Crystal Pointe, located at 2 2nd Street, it was built around 2008, 2009 by a local developer, and Fisher is the developer. And they built this building. There's over 200 units in the building, 1 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, and 3 bedroom layouts. Basically, the 3 bedrooms are on the corner here on the northeast side. Then you have a 2 bedroom line over here, 1 bedrooms, and then another line of 2 bedrooms on the south side. And then 1 bedrooms are on the west side of the building, more 1 bedroom layouts. There are some penthouse level units that are larger that may have 3 or 3 bedroom plus layouts. Some people did reconfigure their units after they purchased. But you have Crystal Pointe. This is one of the most expensive buildings on the waterfront. You're looking at 1 bedrooms in the 800 plus price point, 800,000 plus range. 2 bedrooms are going to be about 1.6, 1.7 and up. If you're on the east side, you're over 1.7, 1.8. And then 3 bedrooms, 2.5 million and higher, depending on what floor it's on. And if anyone has renovated the units, the building is starting to see upgrades since it was built. So people are going in and they are upgrading their units. It's a full service building. You have a lot of amenities. You have a pool here on the back side of the building here. I'll show it to you. You have the pool here. So it's a spectacular building right on the waterfront, and very, excellent views of New York. Just around the corner here on this little marina, you have Mandalay on the Hudson. So this building does have views of New York, and it's on the little inlet here on the river, located at 22nd Street. And this was originally a residential rental building, an exclusive rental building that converted into condominium around 2004, 2005. And here you have 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom. I think there's like a few lines of 3 bedrooms in the building. So it's another option. It doesn't trade as much as Crystal Pointe for a number of reasons. One, it was not first built as condos, it was built as rentals. So the quality is not as high as Crystal Pointe. Also, their views are blocked. So you do have some diminished views here because Crystal Pointe is in front of it. But the units are nice. They have nice views, and if you're on the north side here, you have some very nice views of New York along the riverfront. Let me just spin this around. Okay, moving north. So you got Crystal Pointe, Mandalay on the Hudson, and then you have Avalon Cove. Avalon Cove is a residential rental complex. You can only rent here. And then moving north, we're entering into the Newport area. So LaFrac, the developer LaFrac, they bought this land in the 80s, and it used to be a rail yard, and it has now become residential apartments. Majority of this property is commercial space, along with residential rental towers, exclusive residential rental towers, and a few condominiums. So there's a couple of condominiums, which I'll discuss with you. You have a future development site here on 6th Street, which is owned part of the Newport complex that will be developed. It's going to be about, I think, 4 to 5 towers are going to go here, exclusive rental buildings. So this will be developed eventually. But Newport here, it's around 15 buildings currently. Again, commercial buildings, so you have office space here, commercial office buildings, as well as these rental towers. So these are all residential rental towers, with the exception of a few buildings. This building here, which is called the Emerald, it used to be called the James Monroe. They renamed it about 3 years ago. The Emerald, which is located at 45 River Drive South, really is one of the first high-rises in the area. It's over 200 units, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom layouts. The building's a little older. It was built around 1987. So some of the units are in that condition, original condition. Some have been upgraded over time. So the pricing it varies depending on where you are in the building. I'll link below to what's available there. In Newport, you can only rent parking. So nobody owns parking in Newport. So there are garages to rent, but unfortunately, none of the units come with parking. You can only rent a spot. And it is readily available. There's several parking decks. One here, you have one here located throughout the complex, another one here where you can rent parking if you have a car. It is very accessible to New York. You have the PATH station right over here to New York, as well as you have a ferry terminal, not over here in Hoboken, there's a ferry terminal, and down here in Exchange Place, you have one as well. But you do have the PATH here in Newport. So getting back to here, we have the Emerald / James Monroe over here. That's Condo. And then the newer buildings, condominium-wise, are these towers here. This is the Shore Club, 1 Shore Lane, the North Tower, and 20 Newport Parkway, which is the South Shore Tower. And 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, and 3 bedroom layouts here. I think there's a couple 4 bedrooms as well, which are the townhomes here that you can find. It's more modern than James Monroe. Floor to ceiling glass windows, built around 2006, 2007, in that range. Pricing, you're looking at like 1 bedrooms in like the 6 to 7 to 8 range, 2 bedrooms over high 9s to over $1 million, 1.2, 1.3. Again, it depends on the layout and the size. And then 3 bedrooms, again, depending on the size, they're going to be over 1.5, 1.6. There aren't that many 3 bedrooms in the complex. Along the waterfront here, you have more rental buildings. So Newport really cornered the market here on the rental towers. So you have a rental building here, future site here. But the other condominium building that you can purchase in, which is the newest one, is Park and Shore. So you have 75 Park Lane, and you have the Shore House. So Park and Shore is what we call this. You have the tower, and you have the smaller boutique building, which is about 8 stories. These are much more expensive. You're looking at like 1 bedrooms, really starting in the 8s, 2 bedrooms, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1.3, and higher, over $2 million, especially if you're in this building, because the views as you get higher are quite spectacular and open up. So this is a new construction building. As I'm recording this in 2022, there are still units available that have not sold yet from the developer that are available, as well as resales. So you have in Newport, you have the Emerald, the Shore Club, and Park and Shore. Those are the only buildings where you're able to purchase in this area. As we move further north along the waterfront, Newport has only built out a little over 50% of the land. They have a lot more land yet to build. So Newport Green Park is a park that the developer built for the community, and they own all these sites here along the waterfront, which are going to be developed into future lots, into future residential rental buildings. They also own land back here. I believe they own these lots as well. So their footprint extends back on 18th Street towards Jersey Avenue. So Newport will extend, but basically it ends right here at the Hoboken train terminal. So here's Hoboken train terminal, the Hoboken PATH station, and then basically Newport ends right about here. You can walk along the river walk if you're a resident here, or and go to Hoboken Path Station. So some people who live in this area, they don't want to take the Newport path. They could just walk and get to Hoboken Path rather easily. It's a quick little walk here along the waterfront, so it's a nice little option. There are other condominium options that I did not discuss here, but that are off the waterfront in this area. I'll do another video discussing those options as well, that are closer to Grove Street or Exchange Place path. But I just wanted in this video to discuss everything that's, if you want to buy on the riverfront, what are your options? And those are basically your options right now in the current market. I'll link everything down below. You can see links to these various condo buildings to see what's available for sale and for rent. You could sign up for alerts if you want to be notified when something becomes available. And if you're an owner in one of these buildings, I'll be happy to speak with you regarding a valuation report for your unit. You can check out my website, which is livingonthehudson.com. If you have any questions, you can reach me at 347-448-3766 or by email at walter@livingonthehudson.com. Have a great day.